Your life is your religion. Now, this isn't any new message at all, but let it serve as a reminder to let you think about what you need to do to approach your life in this way with this in mind. Now, a lot of people see religion as going to a specific building for a certain couple of hours once a week or several times a week. And for a lot of people, that's where it starts and stops. Maybe a couple things here and there in the name of religion, a dinner or going without something, fasting. But a lot of people do not see religion as something to take on into every aspect of their lives. And let me be absolutely clear. I'm not suggesting to partake in any belief system. I personally do not subscribe to any beliefs whatsoever. It's a very, I like to embody as much as I can a state of not knowing. But what I'm trying to get across here is that to live a very amazing life, you have to be religious with your attitude towards cultivating the life that you want. And in that sense, your life is your religion. The way you speak to others. Are you lifting people up? Are you putting people down? Are you only lifting up these kind of people that you like and then putting down people that you don't like or have said bad things to you? Do you have the strength to be an example for your people and toe the line such that you can be that strong anchor everyone can lean on? How are you respecting yourself? How are you respecting the body that you've shown up in, regardless of who you think gave it to you? Or what? Or how it got here, regardless of how you think how it got here. You're here now. How are you going to respect your existence? How are you going to show gratitude for your existence? For yourself? How are you going to invest in yourself every single day? And what if you invested in yourself so much, so often, and you lived in such a way aligned with your top values, aligned with becoming who you came here to be, aligned with being that person that you need to become to lift up others? What if you aligned yourself so well that when someone can take a look at your life, maybe like a bird's eye view, people are like, this man is living his life religiously, where every day you're going to church in the way you show up for life. Right? I'm not suggesting going to a building. I can't even remember the last time I went to church. Maybe like sometime in my childhood when I was being carried along and being indoctrinated into that belief system. What I mean is, I've talked about this in one of my other episodes here, is titled, Where Are You in Church? And it's under quotation marks, in church. Because to me, I think a lot of people will go to church go to a building, but they'll never go to church in their lives. They'll never surrender themselves to a craft. They'll never make a decision to become this person. Even for 6 months at a time. Like, okay, for these 6 months, I am this. A lot of people do not have the courage to make that sacrifice, which is called a decision. A decision to live a better life, a decision to take care of yourself, a decision to show up every day for yourself and for your people, to be that example. Not only for your people, but to be that example for yourself. You want the best for yourself. And if you're not showing up in every way that you can, and you're still distracting yourself, and you're still not fully engaged, ask yourself why. What decision are you avoiding? Why are you avoiding sacrificing? And what are you avoiding sacrificing? And also, what are you sacrificing right now by not being fully engaged with your life? By not making your life your religion? All these self-care things, right? We've got, working out, we've got wake up times, we've got going to bed on time, and we've got training a skill for mastery. If you really want to be a master, you're actually doing deliberate practice routines, getting that deep work in, getting those practice routines in up to like 4 hours a day, where you're actually training to become someone. You are training as much as you can. You're finding more and more ways that you can create this space for yourself. You're allowing yourself to up the courage in yourself to train more and more, to create a life that you want, to invest in yourself. I feel like living your life, the way you live your life, is your religion. And if you were to write a book based on how you live your life, what would that book say? Would your book say, like, yeah, it's okay to not fulfill your dreams? If there was a Bible made after your life, or a Quran or a religious text, right? If there was a book written after your life, taking lessons from how life should be lived based on how you're living right now, what would it say? What would you want it to say? If people were to write a book based on how you lived, what would you want that book to say? And what if impact would you want to have it on people? Would you want it to inspire other people? With how much you had the courage to lean in, had the courage to overcome those challenges, those struggles. How much you chose to believe that you knew you had all the tools in front of you. You have all the capacities right now in this moment to change your life, to start making a difference, to move that needle such that you can make that shift, make that change, write that new story for yourself. What story do you want to write? It doesn't even matter really where you came from. We can never change our beginnings, but we can always write a new ending. So how are you going to write your ending? Is your ending going to be you really stepping it up? You really leaning in to your calling, even in just your calling and how you should just show up for yourself and for your people around you, regardless of the life purpose stuff. How about just how you carry yourself, how you talk to yourself, how you respect yourself? Actually taking time for yourself and to be patient and to have the courage to love yourself. For me, religion or spirituality, spirituality is in how you choose to live every single moment, how you even choose to perceive thoughts, how you even choose to perceive events, how you choose to perceive reality, and how you choose to act in reality. This is spirituality. Regardless of whatever title you want to put yourself under, or none, whether it's an atheist, or agnostic, or a Catholic, or a Buddhist, whatever, those titles don't matter. What matters is how you act in your direct experience. And a lot of people don't get that. What doesn't matter is keeping up these identities that you hold for yourself. It's how do you hold yourself as an individual consciousness and reality? Are you aligned with love or are you aligned with fear? Are you cultivating love in your life? Are you cultivating momentum? Are you respecting your life with how you act? Are you deliberately challenging yourself out of gratitude? Are you trying to create something out of gratitude? What are you creating? You're always creating something. Just like how you're always making a decision. Even if you're not making a decision, that becomes the decision. A lot of people do not become decisive with what they want in their life because they're afraid to fail. But then that lack of decisiveness becomes the failure. Notice this. The lack of decisiveness becomes the failure. And so it is actually a skill to learn how to make a decision and to really decide to love your life. It's a choice to love your life from wherever you're at. It's a choice. It's a choice to respect yourself. It's a choice to respect others. How you choose to see events. These are choices. Are you going to live your life religiously, where you're investing in yourself and you're cultivating so much self-love through action, such that you can become this fountain of love to serve your people? And that path leaves a lot of us fulfilled because we are social creatures. It's most natural for us to serve others. Funny enough, the more selfless we are, the happier we are. Have you noticed that? So to love yourself enough to make your life religious, fully spiritualized, by showing up every single day. This is what life is all about. This is what's most important. So, my question to you now is, how are you showing up for yourself? How are you spiritualizing your life? And will you have the courage to really make a decision to actually lean in? Or will you wither away like 98% of the population, where 98% of the population doesn't achieve their dreams? Will that be you? Or will you be the 2% that actually really gets the full juice out of life? It's your call. So with that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.